Good morning, traders, and welcome to Trading Waves short video where we'll be looking at Bitcoin. Right, so guys, before you go through the video, please pause and read our disclaimer. Right, so let's have a look at Bitcoin here. But before maybe you can even watch the video, guys, just do us a favor here. Just if you like our content, please do click on subscribe and also like the video. This help us that YouTube push our videos on top. And obviously, if you like our content, do make sure that that bell notification is turned on so that every time we release this content, at least you are notified. Right, so we are currently having a special of 30% off. You know, it's a month of love, February. So if you want to join us or you've always wanted to, we are currently offering you a 30% off our educational content. So we've got two plans when it comes to educational. That is will be a 1-year full course where you get access to our previous recorded courses. And then when we have the live course, you get to attend that. You can attend that as much as you want. If we host like 2 or 3 or even 6 calls a year, you are free to attend that one. Remember that this package, it also comes in with a 12 months mentorship. Obviously, there is an option for a 24 months mentorship, so where you get access to our Discord group. And also on our Discord group, we've got plenty that is happening there. Our members, they engage to themselves, sharing the setups, and that's where we also share our trade setup. Don't forget, we do our charts update. That will be twice a day, just before London Open. And again, before London Open, we've got a live market session where we sit with our members, obviously online, where we discuss the market and look at the possible trade setup that we might have, and they also share their charts that they have. And then we also do the market updates that will be just before New York Open. Very interesting things that are coming up here, I must say. Right, so you can just visit us on the trading-waves.com, and then you can choose your package there. If you are not sure, you can always just chat to us. With here on your right hand side of the chat here, you can just chat to us there. Somebody's always there to attend to those chats. Alternatively, you can always email us at info.trading-waves.com. So if you've got any question regarding our services. All right, so let's jump straight to it here. Let's have this chart of Bitcoin. All right, so you know that we have been bullish on a Bitcoin, and we've had our latest trade setup here. Obviously, this was posted for our members only. So we have been looking at this chart here for Bitcoin. But before maybe I go through this chart here, I want to show you guys, because people have been asking themselves, why are we buying Bitcoin? So I'll show you this. This is the latest that I could go through. This was the chart that we had last year. That was the 17th of October. Yeah, this was the chart that I've shared to our members, that whatever we are doing here, after we completed this three-wave move structure here, we are looking for this big move to the upside here. Obviously, we could get to the all-time high. We break that, we can even move further to the upside on a Bitcoin. But just this chart alone here, we said Bitcoin, when it was around at $28,550, yeah, we said we are looking for a move to the upside. That was the main thing that we were focusing on, the bullish trade setup. Now, jumping into this here, obviously, I've showed you a couple of times how we have traded Bitcoin from these lows a year. There's been a plenty of trade setup, but you can refer to our website or our social media platform just to see what I'm referring to. But I'm just gonna take you to the latest trade setup that we had here. Now, with this bigger picture here, we know that we are only looking for the buying opportunities here. So this was the latest trade setup that was posted. You can see this was the February 1st this year. Yeah, Bitcoin made a nice pullback here. I was looking at this, that it will trade as far as around the 36k. This is where I wanted to buy Bitcoin, around the 36k. But obviously, the market sometimes they will not do exactly. Yeah, we saw the three-wave move that came here on a Bitcoin, but it never reached initially where I wanted to see it. Now remember that the business is not all about catching these top tops and bottoms. Okay, you just need to know when is the market is confirmed that is ready for a move to the up side. Now, what we saw here on a Bitcoin that it made this move to the upside here. Remember that we were anticipating that this was going to drop more lower here, but instead it made a move to the upside from here, and it went as far as breaking this high here. Now, guess what? After this year, we said to our members, we are no longer chasing the 36K. Bitcoin was already has confirmed that it has done with this correction here. And mind you, we have this special indicator that tells us when the market is ready to take whichever direction. So in this case here, the indicator was in line that it was ready for a move to the upside. All what we wanted from here, remember from this chart that we have here on the daily time frame, all we wanted to see now was just a pullbacks. It could be in a 3 swing or 7 swing or 11 swing. Now, when we saw this here, we said to our members, this was already here. So not let me not show you there. Let me use this chart. So when we saw this to our members, we said this was ready for a move to the upside here. So this is where we triggered a trade on a Bitcoin for a move to the upside. We're around at the $42,000, 142 here. So this is where our trigger was in this blue box trade setup. So we were in this blue box here. Now you've seen that this has eventually made over $11,000 move to the upside already here on Bitcoin. Now what I'm showing you here is also the latest chart that have been shared to our members that we will be expecting this, but we're not worried about that because we've already been able to make some money out of this three-wave move here. That was just a simple textbook setup. That's what I call it with our members. But if you understand the Elliott wave, the sequence and the cycles here, this was an easy one that Bitcoin was ready for a move to the upside. So we've been able to buy this here for about $11,000 move already that we have seen on Bitcoin. I know a lot of people, they are wondering where from here does Bitcoin get to the all-time high. I know a lot of people now are saying that that Bitcoin is going to go to the all-time high, but all along we have been buying from here. Let me show you this. I'm going to show you this chart on a Bitcoin here on this lower time frame, just to give you an idea how we have been buying Bitcoin. I know some will say this is good, more of like a signal in a way that where are we heading here, but it's obvious we are going to the upside here. But I want to show you this from these bottoms here. We are talking about when we are around the 26K. This was our first trade setup that we bought Bitcoin here. When we saw this three-way move into the blue box, we got this move to the upside here. Again, we got another opportunity here. Three-way move into the blue box. Guess what? We got that move to the upside as well. So this is not just the first time we are buying Bitcoin. We have been buying Bitcoin for quite some time. Now, I want to show you, I know you've seen the update that I shared there with you guys, that we have been looking at this one here, that it has made this big rally from these lows here and made this big move to the upside. We do believe that this is your wave one here, or it could even be your wave A. Okay, so every time I have a 5-wave move, they could be representing your wave one or your wave A. Now we've had this to have dropped here in a 3-wave move structure here, and then it came as far as somewhere below the 16K here, and we are looking at this to be a wave 2 here, or this could even be your wave B here. Now obviously if you have a wave 1 and wave 2, you are still expecting to have your wave 3, your 4, your 5. If you have an A and a B, obviously you are expecting to have your wave C. Now there is a possibility for a bearish move on a Bitcoin, but ever since we've bottomed here, I should have showed you how we've been able, using the fib time, to have picked up this bottom here. We knew that somewhere around in November here, Bitcoin was going to bottom here using the Fibonacci time, but that's for another day. Now we are looking at this. Now let's say, for example, this is your wave 2 here. Now that will mean we need to see this big move here, be a wave 3 and a 4 and a wave 5. So now, but now we need to claim this high here, the all-time high, before we can even confirm for this more bullish move. But so far, we are responding to what the market is giving us here. It is giving us a bullish move here. So you saw that I'm looking at this one to have made a 5-wave move from this low here, and then this to have been a nice 3-wave move structure here, being your wave 2, this being our wave 1 here, and then this to be our wave 2. Now we've seen this one made a move to the upside here, and then this to be pull back here. So we're looking at this being our wave 1 here, and then this to be our wave 2. So that will mean whatever, now this level is going to be so critical here, whatever is happening here. Let's say, for example, for some reason this give us a bigger pullback like this here, we'll still be looking at this, that it will make 3, 4, 5 here, that will be completing this wave 3, something like this. Okay, it doesn't have to play out exactly like this here, but I'm trying to show that this swing low is going to be very important to hold the bullish move. For whatever reason this was to drop lower here impulsively, then this might trigger the possibility that Bitcoin might even trade lower. But for now, I'm entertained that your Bitcoin still continues with the bullish move to the upper side. So that's a bigger view that we have there on your Bitcoin. Now I'm gonna go on the lower time frame here on the 1 hourly time frame, just to show you the latest chart that have been shared to our members here. Like I've said it, that we have been looking at this to have made this to have been our trade setup from around this area here. Now you can clearly see that from these lows here, which we are calling wave 2 in this yellow intermediate degree, we are very likely to have something like this. This to be a wave 1 here, your wave 2 here. Obviously, this has been impulsively here. This to be a wave 3 here, and then very likely that we have this here. Now, guess what? If Bitcoin does this here, we will be having another opportunity that we can look to trade Bitcoin here. Remember that when we broke above this here with this impulsively move, this is where the bullish sequence was confirmed that indeed this is still making a move to the upside, because this could have done this from here. It could have just made this a here, 3-wave move structure here against this swing high here, and then it just drop again, maybe for something like this, and then this becomes your W, your wave X here, your wave AY. But because we understand the very likely structure to play out first, that's why it was easy for us to say we are triggering a trade here, whether this goes to the equal legs of this here, maybe this being an ABC here, because somebody could have just said, this is gonna be an ABC, so I'm not gonna trade this. I'm gonna wait for this leg here to do this. Structurally, yes, it is correct, but how do you know in advance that this is not gonna play out? So this is where the understanding of the sequence, the cycles, and also correlation as well come in. That is just something that I also preach every time when I'm looking at the chart. I don't just look at the chart alone here. I also look at the group of those instruments. And our members will tell you that Ethereum, when this happened here, Ethereum landed into the blue box, but because Ethereum had been into the blue box while your Bitcoin missed the 36K, which was where our blue box was somewhere around that area there, we knew that because Ethereum landed into the blue box, this was very likely that it is going to go back and hit this high here. Eventually done so, like I'm sure that we've gotten that $11,000 move. Now I'm gonna show you this internally. If you look at this here, remember now that I've just showed you that this is being our wave 1 here, our wave 2 here, and then this to be our wave 3, and then we are looking at this here to be very likely our wave 4. I must say to you, this could be done. Wave 4 could be here, and then this is ready for a move to the upside. Yeah, if it break around this high here, then this doesn't have to come around this area. The reason why we are looking for this is because there is a possibility that we might have another trade set up here for this move here. We spin our wave 4, and then we get this one to give us a move to the upside for our wave 5. But I wanted us to pay attention in this here internally. This being our wave 1, wave 2 here. Look at this internally. We are saying our wave 3 is completed. Yeah. Now let's have a look at this internally. Look at this being your wave 1, your wave 2 here, wave 3 here, this being your wave 4, and your wave 5. So it does qualify that the wave 3 in this green minute degree has already completed, and now we are in this wave 4 here. So we could be simply having this one to be a WXY corrective structure here, this to be our W here, this being our connector here, and then this to be our wave Y. If we do get that one, obviously against this territory of a wave 1 here, we will be looking at this here to be our wave 4, and we look for that move to the upper side. How far would it go? Hopefully it does come back to this around this area here. As for us at Trading Wave, we are not worried that much because we've already got a position that is running from around this area here. Yes, if it does come here, then that will be an opportunity that we can look to add to our position here for this one more leg up. You gotta be mindful when we get around somewhere around this area here, a pullback might be seen here before we can see more continuation move here. Now the question that everybody's asking, are we going to the all-time high? We're not gonna answer that, and now for now what we are doing is simply responding to what the market is telling us here. So far the market is telling us that we are moving to the upper side. When we get there, we will get there, because that's what exactly the cycle and the sequence is telling us, that we will eventually get there. But we don't want to be like excited and say, oh, we are going back to the all-time high. We are just responding to what the market is giving us here. Alright guys, from my side, that's all what I wanted to share with you. If you like our content, please again do hit that like button, subscribe, and do make sure that that bell notification is turned on, so that when we release the content, at least you are notified. Right, from our side, that's all I wanted to share with you. Please trade safe and responsible, and we're going to see you guys next time. Cheers everybody, and have a good one. Bye bye.